Hi everyone, it's Chris speaking. Welcome or welcome back. I went to the GP this morning and I had like a regular GP and I had an okay experience at that particular clinic. I'm sorry for the background noise. People think that if it's sunny outside, we must be mowing. Must be mowing. At all times. I'm pretty sure someone is whippersnippering my front yard because they've run out of grass on their own yard. Anyway, I went to the GP this morning, one that's quite close to my house, and I had an okay experience. And I wanted to share with you an experience that I had at that GP, which wasn't okay, and it actually kind of sucked. And the reason I want to tell you about a shitty GP situation is because if you are questioning your gender, you are pretty much going to have to be referred to a gender therapist. If you're not, I highly recommend talking to a gender therapist because they are trained to help you figure your brain out. A lot of GPs and regular doctors don't understand, and that's okay. It's not really their fault because they're not trained in that specific area. You do have doctors that specialise in that area. In Brisbane, we are lucky enough to have a facility that basically specialises in LGBT healthcare and has two trained doctors on trans health, and that is Holdsworth House. And if you are in Brisbane and you want to check it out, I'll leave the link below. I go to a doctor there called Fiona Bishop, and she's amazing, but this story is what made me change clinics. The reason I had to go there this morning is because I need to get a new referral for my gender counsellor. So in Queensland, you're entitled to 6 to 10 free sessions a year if you go on a mental health care plan. Now you have to do a series of tests to get on that mental health care plan. As soon as you say transgender to a normal GP, though, they tend to be like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing, so here's your referral, bye. So I went to that doctor ages and ages ago. She's now moved on. She was really lovely. I think her name was Dr. Adeline Wong, and she works somewhere on the south side now. She didn't know what to do, but she took the time to look it up and say, okay, well, this person is appropriate for you. Let's get you a reference to that area before she moved on from the clinic, which is amazing. I didn't expect the level of unprofessionalism that happened to me on my second visit back to that clinic. Now, the clinic that I went to is bulk billing. We don't have a lot of bulk billing doctors in Brisbane anymore. A lot of them have gone private, and I was short on funds. I'm like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get some blood test results from the doctor that sent me through to QML. So I basically got discharged from the gender clinic, and then the doctor who signed me off on testosterone said, I want you to go and get a blood test in about a month's time, and we'll just see what your levels are doing, if they're steadily increasing, if they've gone too far, if they're too low, and then we can readjust. So I've gone, okay, I went to that GP to get a referral. All good, that referral lasts for 3 months, so I got that referral before I got signed off on testosterone. I was on testosterone for a month. I went to get the blood test, and then I went back to the GP to get my results, which is where this story takes place. In the time, or the 2 months from getting that referral to getting the blood work done and testosterone in the middle, that particular clinic had undergone some changes. So the 2 doctors that were there were no longer there, and there were 3 new doctors. So there were 2 males and 1 female, and I went to see the female doctor. I didn't mind who I was going to see, just because all I was doing was getting some results and getting a number. So I walked in. I had previously changed my name details on the registrar at this clinic, and they called my birth name. Okay, that's fine, it happens. If you haven't legally changed your name yet and you don't have a healthcare card in your current name, they're still going to call your birth name, and it sucks. But the fact that I'd gone to the registry and I've changed my name, here is all my legal paperwork and my new healthcare card in my name, can we change it? And I went there today and they still call my birth name, but the doctor who I saw was lovely and has changed it for me, again, in their internal system, not just at reception. Anyway, I digress. So I get called in and the lady's like, so what are you here for? I'm like, when I made the appointment, I said that I was coming to get my blood test results, which you texted me to come and get, by the way. Like, you sent me a message yesterday to make an appointment to come in to get my blood test results. So shouldn't you know that? That was failure number 1. And she was like, oh, okay, well, okay, just hang on a sec. Pulls up my blood test results and they're on the screen. I'm like, great, okay. Waiting to hear what they were going to tell me. And she was like, oh, what do you want to look at? And I was like, I want to know what my testosterone levels are. And she goes, oh, they're there. They're 17. I was like, okay. Now, me not being a medical professional and not really understanding how T worked in Queensland, I was like, is that high or is that low? She said, oh, don't you know? I'm like, no, I don't know, which is why I'm at the doctor and I'm asking you. If you heard any of that, that's my dog trying to get a fly. Again. Oi! Oh, she got it. Gross. And I was like, no, I don't know, which is why I'm here and why I'm asking you. She goes, oh, okay. It's 17. Hang on. And she opens up Google and she types in testosterone levels Queensland. And it comes up with QML pathology, which is the doctor that you get your bloods done through in Queensland. And it just opens up their website. So I said, you've got a QML pathologist on site. Could we ask them? She went, oh, yeah. She picks up a phone and she calls said pathologist and gets the answer. So the answer was, within 10 and 30 is the normal level for a male. So a biological male or a testosterone-taking human, their normal level should be somewhere between 10 and 30 before it starts converting into estrogen. And she goes, oh, well, you're quite high. And I've gone, no, I'm pretty, mid-range for where I'm supposed to be. And she goes, no, that's high. And I was like, oh. So it twigged that she'd not read my file, and I asked if she had read my file. She goes, no. I'm like, okay, cool. If you read my file, then you would have seen that I am a transgender patient. I am undergoing gender reassignment from female to male, so I want to be in the male range. And she goes, but you're a girl. I'm like, okay. I understand that medically, my biological sex means something to you, and I'm happy to disclose that to a medical professional when it's relevant. I just asked you if I was normal in the male range because I'm undergoing gender reassignment from female to male. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, you're 17 then, and you're in the middle, so I wouldn't change your dose. I'm like, great. Thank you so much for this experience that you've given me. Anyway, I walked out of that appointment, and that was the moment where I'm like, these guys don't know what they're doing. So I need to find someone who does. And luckily I got referred to Holdsworth House, which is where I'm now a patient. And for any trans-related stuff, I go there. I don't care. It is worth paying the $80 a session to see someone who knows what they're doing. And Fiona is so on the ball. She may come off as a little bit impersonal, but if you are wanting a doctor who is trained, who knows what they're doing, and isn't there to stuff you around, she's brilliant. Just brilliant. Anyway, that's it from me. It was a shitty GP story. I'm sure that so many of us have gone through shitty GP stories. If you have your own, let's vent. Vent together. Venting is good. And leave some comments down below. If you just want to comment on my situation, then you're welcome to. Also, leave me a comment. Basically, just comment. I want to read them. Unless they're, really negative, in which case, go somewhere else. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you as always. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, my face will be somewhere, not here, here, or here. And I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye. Yay, we're done.